Everybody, it's Doom here from Dungeons and Doom Biscuit, and I am excited to be here this evening. It was a long day at work, and now I get to be in the shop, where I actually want to be. I like my job, but lately I've more and more just wanted to be in the shop. So we're going to do some Swamp Scatter stuff, and what we're going to do tonight is a Sunken Temple, and I don't have a great plan, but I have some foam here that is part of the remains of another project that was a cutoff. And you can use the white kind of foam for this, or crumbled up balls of tin foil, or anything you have, really, for what I'm doing. You don't need any specific, exact, perfect pieces for this. So what I'm going to do... I'm going to cut a kind of blocky shape. There's like a weird seam in there I don't really like. So I'm going to cut that off. No, it's really big and deep. It's kind of... I'll just cut the whole piece off. Okay. And I want the top to be kind of wonky. Something like that, maybe. That'll do what I want. Let me save these pieces because I might need them. When it comes to these really small stuff like this, I usually don't save those. And then I always regret it. I'm like, oh, I could use that for that. So what I want to do with my piece here is I want to cut this horrible spot off. Okay, that'll work. Is I want to beat this piece's ass with some foam, and I want it to look like some kind of weird obelisk. Let's see if I can't do something about those little weird thumbnail looking shapes there. There we go. Okay, that'll work. And I want a base I can put it on. I'm going to cut mine at a little bit of an angle so it looks like it's kind of sunk and unsettled. About like that. I'm just going to get a dibby dab of glue. Well, that's more of a dab, but we'll call it a dibby dab for America. And I want to get some foam core. For this first one, I'll use scissors, it'll be easier. I'm just gonna cut out a rough circle. I'm gonna beat the shit out of it with my metal thing. I'm gonna get a dab of glue on that. Let me get another glue stick here. And let's cut another rough circle out. And I'm going to get a couple more of those. Now this is a good craft for if you have some animals that you don't like that you want to get rid of. Okay. It's going to be a real good craft for something like that. I think I'm going to do 3, and that's going to be good. Also, don't forget, this is a ruins. This is the remnants of time before. So I'm going to have some bricks kind of on here. Where's the glue? There's the glue. Then I need an animal head. I'm thinking this is the guy. I might want his body for something. Let me use a different one. I have a cat here. Meow. Let me get my other snippers. Plan ahead better, dude. All right. Okay. Get a little bit of dibby dabby of the glue. Okay, something like that. Yeah, that'll do what I want. All right, so there's one piece of my stuff. I need something to put on there. Let me see if I have a little bead or a bot or a bauble or something. Something that could look like a clay pot or something. Like, look at this. That could be a little clay pot or something. And I'm going to get a little piece of toothpick to shove that in so it doesn't move. Yeah, I mean. Cool. Okay, so there's our first piece. I'm kind of losing my voice here. That's all right. I didn't need it anyways. All right, for the next piece, I want to do like an entrance, right? So you can use any kind of cardboard. I have cardstock sitting here, so I'm going to use cardstock. Lots of cardstock. Well, not cardstock. What the hell is this shit called? Dollar Tree foam. So what I want to do is make like a kind of a platform, and then have an entrance going down into a temple. So what I want to do is I want to cut a rough square. Doesn't have to be perfect. And make sure it's going to fit on there. Make it a little bit more narrow. Then you want to cut out Now to make this look good, we're going to first glue it in place. Okay. This is just a really thin piece that got cut thin, and it's not even and perfect, so I'm just going to use that and make it like that. And I'm going to do the same thing on the inside. Then I'm going to make some bricks on that. I'm going to do the same thing in here. I'm going to use a pen, kind of deepen those out. Beat the shit out of those. Okay, now we're going to build up some little walls, and to do that, we're going to get a piece kind of like this. This would probably be pretty easy to do with cardboard, and then come back and just put some bricks on it for effect, but I didn't do that, so I didn't feel like going over and getting a piece of flat cardboard. I have like beat up cardboard I paint with laying here, not the other stuff. So I'm going to put two of these together like that. Okay, then I'm going to create the basic shape of my entrance so they're the same. Okay, and I'm going to save all those little pieces. We're going to probably need a lot of those. And then let's make some something like that should work. Something hasty. We don't know who built this ancient temple. Well, we will, but for now we don't. But only time will tell us the real truth here. Let's get our ball and texture that shit up. Bam! Like Emerald Lagasse. Except for without food, and obviously I'm not quite as charismatic as that homie. Okay. So, wow, pretty good considering we didn't measure. Alright, let's get a little dibby-dab-dee it. And let's make a back flap. Dude, I could have made a video just on this entrance. Totes could have done that. Okay, so we want to cut a piece here to fit in this back corner. That did not line up. So I'm going to make a mistake. And do that. Whoa, knife down. Ugh. It's been a long day, gentlemen. Long day. Well, I dry fit it hoping it would stick, and apparently I failed miserably. All right. Now for the top, what we're going to do, get some scissors. We're going to kind of round these off a little bit. We're going to make a little kind of dealio like that. We'll make a couple of those. I'll make the next one a little thinner and the last one kind of thick. And I was wrong about that last one being thick. I am going to snip this out some. All right, now let's get some shit going on in front here. We'll let that cool before we do anything else with that. That's just a little bit wider than I wanted. Sweet. Okay. Now once your side like this one is dry, come in here. Just separate those bricks. All right, cool. So that's our second piece. We'll set that off to the side. I lost the first piece we made. It could be anywhere. And for our third piece of swamp terrain for our thing, let's do a little bit of corner of wall. And that should be pretty easy. We all know how to do that. So let's get a piece here. Now see how I kind of like had this as an angle and I came across straight with those bricks? The reason I did this is because I want this to kind of look sunk in. And I'm just freestyling. Now you want this to look sunk in too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Now, you could go as far as to do this on the inside. I would just do the top row on the inside because I have every intention. Of trying to make this look beat as shit. All right, then to fill in this stuff in here. Remember all that pink shit that I said I was going to regret throwing away? Well, this is that moment that I regret throwing that away. And we need to do something with that area there for our last little bit of terrain here. So I'm going to get some super glue. And maybe baking soda if I can figure out where I put that shit. There it is. Come on, let's go there. Eggs and bacon. I think I'd like to put a little bit along the outside here too. Okay, now we're pretty much done. You're going to want to paint these in a Mod Podge in a dark color, dark gray, black, blue, whatever you're going to use. For me, it's probably going to be like whatever the hell I have mixed with whatever the hell I can find. But we want to get some rocks on these to add a little bit of weight to them and to make them look a little interesting. So for this one, I have every intention of getting this rock here. Finding the flattest connection point. Letting it get down on there. And once it kind of settles in its place, it'll dry in front of the fan. And that'll be its forever home. On this one, we could definitely use a rock. I want something kind of square and chunky. I'm just going to actually set it there and let it dry. I'm going to put one on the other side too, because I want this to be interesting. I'm going to set that in front of the fan to dry. And for the last one, I don't know if I really want to put any rocks on this one, but it does need a little bit of weight. Okay. I think I'm going to do a little baking soda on these, though. Just to make sure they're sturdy. All right, cool. All right, so check this out. That's 3 good pieces of terrain you can use in your dungeon or in your swamp to create the entrance to a temple. And you could go beyond this by many means. I'm telling you, like you could take this cow head and mount it on anything, you know, just to make another piece of 3D something. You know, I'm not going to do that tonight, but you could. What I will do is I will paint these with a Mod Podge or something, and then we'll come back and do a finished project. So anyways, thanks for watching. I'd like to tell you I do appreciate your time. I hope you appreciate hanging out with me as much as I appreciate hanging out with you. Please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell icon, and all the happy crappy comment, all the happy crappy that'll get our thingy, the algorithm interested in what we're doing here. And I'll see you next time. Check out the website. Buy some minis if you can. If you can't, no judgment. We've all been there. Even if you can't, you could probably let a buddy know. Like, hey, you got money? Go to this website and buy some minis, dude. Or Christmas is coming, dude. Buy me some minis. Come on, buddy. Buy me some minis, bruh. You know what I mean? So anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.